Hey, are we live?
Oh, we are live. We're about to hit the
We're
dance.
live.
We're hit the dance, everybody.
Hello and welcome to Honorbound IT's weekly live stream with your hosts Craig Fine and Steve Hoskin and your bench reporter Jennifer Hall.
Boom. I'm going to hit the Facebook and I'm going to share this sweet, sweet live stream, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
I was actually able to share it like immediately, which is like a first for me.
Yeah, I had to refresh the page a few times, but
Did you? I just hit like the Honorbound page.
oh, I was just refreshing my feed. So.
But we're setting a good example for our viewers. Like, join us, share for us. Because if we help one person, that's kind of like why we do this.
That is the goal.
That's right. Help one person. One person a week. Even though we've already helped.
We're here to help you, your friends, your family,
If your
coworkers,
friends.
your friends and friends.
That's right.
If your dog has a computer and an email account, we're here to help him too.
That's right.
I like, how it always says, we're helping everybody and their dog.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, because I say that everybody say that as well. Like,
Yeah.
everybody and his dog is doing ...
Well, if your dog's sending emails and getting phishing email or something like that, it just doesn't know.
I had a dear friend Tim Harris when he was like a young guy, and that's what his thing is. Everybody and his dog is doing crazy stuff.
That is a classic cliche.
No, that's going back to like the 80s. Crazy stuff was going on in the 80s. Not as crazy now, but we still have crazy stuff happen, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
But we take care of all the the computer stuff that we can. So
Yeah.
that's why we're here.
So yeah, here we go.
We had a lot going on this week, didn't we?
Oh my gosh, we were like so very busy, so very busy.
That's right.
It was good though. I mean, it made the week go by fast, didn't it?
Yep. And
Not that we want our lives to go by too fast.
no. But we helped a lot of people and solved a lot of problems, and we're here, and it's Friday, and we'll get into those.
Yeah, coming soon. But hang out because we've got like meme of the week, and what else do we have, Keith?
Oh, we have a sweet cat picture.
That's right, we do. Yep,
So we
absolutely.
have
So
that
hang
coming
out with us. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate that you did. And we're going to move on to the bench report.
And now for the bench report with Jennifer Hall.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Bench Report this week. I'm Keith, and we're here with Jennifer. And this week on the bench, we had some people bring their computers in to the shop here, and we do our bench services and things like that. And then one of the things we was talking about is, why do people need to bring their computers in? Jennifer, you want to give people a couple different reasons?
Well, you might have been scammed, let somebody on your computer. You might have a slow computer. It won't turn on. It stops working. You get a blue message on there. There's a bunch of different reasons.
Yeah, and there's, a lot of people bring their computers in for a lot of reasons. Sometimes they just want to clean up as well, They just, hey, I think my computer's due for a cleanup. So they bring it into us, and we do all these things. Like you said, the big ones, if your computer definitely doesn't turn on, it needs some service. If you can't figure these things out on your own, that's why we're here, and we do have the bench services, and we've been doing those for a long time. And the big one, like you said, the blue screen messages, we have seen those quite a bit, and sometimes it'll pop up once and then it'll go away, but then it'll come back later. Those are some signs that you need to watch out for. And if you are seeing those things, or even the messages, the random pop-ups and things that you're just not sure about, and you want to get those looked at and make sure that your computer is safe and secure when you're using it, bring it down here and we can take a look at those things for you. And typically when people do bring their computers in, we do have a few different options. Jennifer, you want to kind of start out with what we do for our first steps?
Well, the first step is always diagnostics to make sure your computer is running correctly and all the parts are working properly.
Yeah, diagnostics, include the hardware diagnostics. So that's a big one, and that's what we always start with, like you said, because if there's some parts in your computer that aren't working, we kind of stop there, and then hey, let's evaluate how much this part's going to cost, how much time is it going to take, and then we always communicate with you and kind of give you a quote of what it's going to cost to repair. Otherwise, maybe it costs more to repair, or maybe it's worth the repair. So we do analyze that for you, and we make a decision together and give you recommended options on making sure that we're fixing the parts that need to be fixed. And if it's cost too much, we say, hey, let's do it something else. But if it passes the diagnostics, then we move on to our next steps. Jennifer, you want to let them know what that is?
Then we go to our standard cleanups. We do a malware scan and removal. We repair corrupted files, disk cleanups, disk defragments, and we install current operating systems, Windows, and whatever your computer is, HP, Dell, Lenovo.
Yep. We take care of all those for you in our standard cleanup. And I know that, when people bring their computers in, we do those malware scans. There are times where we don't find that much, but there are times where you find quite a bit of stuff on there. And, that may be just from a long time using your computer, you just don't take care of those things. Or maybe there's some sites that you're hitting that are just infected with malware and you keep going back to them and you just don't know until it's too late. And, one of the ways you notice that is you do get poor performance on your computer. Things start slowing down, take longer to load or boot up, or, you're crashing and things like that. So, those are things that we take care of on our standard repair service. Now, once that happens, and if that's all taken care of, we can get you back on your way and you can carry on. But sometimes people bring their computers in and they need a little bit more attention. Maybe something has happened that, causes a serious issue, and we need to do our advanced repair service. Jennifer, you want to kind of let them know what that is?
Well, our advanced, we do a hard drive backup and a factory reset in addition to all the previous for the standard.
Yep, you get all this stuff in the standard plus the advanced where we have to back up your data and do the factory reset on your computer. Most of the time, that's because either the operating system is failing or, what we've seen it this week even where people have called one of the fake tech support scams and gave an unknown user access to their computer. And so we go with the advanced repair on those because we just wipe everything off the computer. That way we know for sure that there's no mysterious software on there that they can use to monitor your activity. So we do that for you. And like you said, back up your data and we put it back on there for you. So you're not losing any of your important pictures or files and things like that. So we do take care of that in the advanced cleanup. And those are our two typical cleanup services. We do have another service that we do offer people, and we do get people that come in frequently. We had one come in this week, data recovery.
Yep.
And so people have computers that they have things on them. And Jennifer, you want to let them know a couple options or reasons why they would choose a data recovery from us?
Sometimes your computer won't turn on, or your computer is crashed. Sometimes it's just an old computer and you're wanting to transfer your stuff to a new computer.
Yep. If you definitely can't turn it on and you need to get pictures and things like that or files, data recovery would be the right choice for you, especially if it's an older computer. I know the one that we had this week, I think they said that they got a new computer and they just set that one in the other room and didn't use it for a couple years. And, but when they brought it in, we could tell the computer was probably 12 or 13 years old just by, the make and model of it. But people do that. They do get a new computer and they just set their old one to the side. They're not sure what to do with it. And so if you are needing help with data transfer or data recovery on a computer that doesn't turn on anymore and maybe it's just completely failed, if the motherboard fails or something happens and you need to get back to those files, we do have an option for you for that. And then one more thing I want to mention, we do also recycle.
Yep.
So people, they do bring their older computers in. We do just We do the backup and data transfer and all that for you. We'll give you the hard drive back, but then we do offer a recycling service because you don't need those old computers just sitting in your house, taking up space, collecting dust, and you're just not sure what to do with it. Give us a call or stop by and we can help you out with that. All right. Well, Jennifer, thanks for the bench report this week. We'll see you guys next time. These days, a customer experience can make or break your business. Tune into this week's Tech Talk to learn about the 7 apps you can use to provide a better customer experience for everyone.
Well, happy Friday, Keith.
Yes, sir. Happy Friday.
Yes, happy. I'm ready for a weekend. How about you?
You just had a long weekend.
Yeah. I could use another one for crying out loud.
Well, goodness gracious.
Yeah. We had a good time. Peggy and I went to Fort. We didn't go to Fort Collins. What am I talking about? Went to Colorado. We went to Colorado Springs and did the Garden of the Gods thing. That's cool. That really is. We went. We drove from here to there, and then we went. Like it was late afternoon. And went, man, too many people. And so we got up really early the next day and went, and it was like a lot more team. Like the most like crazy thing that was going on is people were in the garden doing yoga on their yoga mats. That was about it. But there weren't any climbers. There were climbers the day before, but that was kind of fun to watch. And then we went to Canyon City to Royal Gorge, and like Peggy'd been to like the Royal Gorge when she was, I think, 8 years old, and terribly frightened about going across the bridge when she was 8. I guess my father-in-law had to peel her off the bridge.
Yikes.
But we did like a 3.5 hour Jeep ride the day before, like through the backcountry. So that was kind of fun. And then the next day we actually went up to Royal Gorge deal. It's just city park actually. And I challenged Peggy to walk across the bridge, which is like a suspended bridge, and it does sway, and it has, you step on the wood, and it's kind of a little bit. It's safe because the cables are this big around, but it just like feels. And I challenged her because along the Royal Gorge they have all the flags of the 50 states. Of course, Nebraska is on the far side, but I said, now let's just walk over to the Nebraska flag and back. And I took a picture of her. It said, good thing that it wasn't showing that my knees were rubber. But yeah, it was a good weekend. But yeah, I could use a long weekend again.
That's right. Yeah. If you guys like 3-day weekends, let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
Greg likes them, so
I do. I don't get that many of them, but we'll take them when we can get them. Yep. So yeah, what happened this week, dude?
Well, it was back to work after that 3-day weekend, Greg.
Yeah, that's right.
We had, like the title of the video said, "Ticket Madness." We did get, kind of bombarded this week with
crazy stuff,
phone requests, email requests, and in-store requests.
And we're not complaining because honestly, like we like doing things like this. We like solving problems. Yeah. That's why we're here, right?
Exactly.
Solve folks' problems. But
yeah. Well, it's like the bench report video said, we talked about, the in-store request and the services that we do offer from, our advanced cleanup, our basic cleanup. If it just, computers run slow, we can do that. And data recovery, just a couple
your computer's
options.
Dead, we're going to move your stuff if we can. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the big ones are, we do commercial services as well. And so we got a few calls.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot from accountants because it's their final push.
tax deadline is like next week, right?
Yeah, less than 10 days away.
Yeah.
So they're
It's
good.
less than 10 days away. It's next week.
Yeah, next
That's less than 7 days a week, dude.
next 5 days.
7
Holy
days,
cow, yeah.
5 days. Yeah. Was that the 19th?
April 18th. If you haven't filed your taxes
18th.
yet, you have until April 18th.
Well,
to get
your
those
Mallory
in.
works for an accountant, so you
Yep.
ought to know, right?
My wife works for an accountant, so I hear the stories of.
And that is not 10 days away from now.
Oh no.
So yeah. If you haven't got your, I better not give accounting advice here because I'll
Well,
be in
no.
trouble.
Recommended if you don't have things done now, you might want to.
Yeah, you might want to
on
get them done
extension.
or file an extension. Yeah, that's right, and make sure you pay your taxes prior to filing the extension.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did have some accounts that were in a little bit of vine, and we were able to help some. Not all of them. Accounting software is so complex; it's crazy complex, and the one part of dealing with accounting software is that when we don't write this stuff, we have to support it still. But we end up being like the go-between between the vendor and the accountant. And sometimes that has its own little challenges too, especially during crunch time. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's like, we always say, hey, these guys that are on deadlines, they have times they need to get things done. And so,
that's right.
when we're spending, 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a support ticket trying to get them back up and going, that's too long for them.
Yeah, we're going to look for an alternate way for you to get your stuff done, because bottom line is nobody gives a crap about the software. They just want to get their work done on time, on schedule, because who are they responsible to, right? They're responsible to their customer. That's the big thing. And we want to make our customers look good to their customers.
Exactly right.
Yep. So we had that. And then what else do we have? Oh, yeah, today, fun stuff. Why can't I log on to my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, that was kind of an odd one.
Yeah, it was. Doesn't
Yeah.
happen every day.
Hey, people get a new computer from us, and we always tell them, hey, you got a new computer. When you get it back home, you're gonna have to get certain things reconnected.
Yep.
Printer and the main thing.
Well,
your-
this was
your
a
internet.
Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah, you got to get your internet reconnected, and so after we sold the computer, we told them, hey, you gotta, when you get back home, get it connected to the internet, and we can help you remotely. Well, when you can't get connected to the internet, we can't help you remotely, but we can do what we can over the phone.
Fortunately, this fine gentleman had another computer, and we had other ways and means of getting to his computer to figure out why his other computer wasn't working, and got it figured out. Found out that this nice gentleman that we've had as a client for years and years, God bless him, we love him, that he was using the caps lock in his password. Well, that never works because passwords are often case sensitive. So if your password doesn't work, try the caps lock key, because that might be, well, that's about 50% of the equation right there. But yeah, we got them solved, got them online, extremely appreciative. And yeah.
I know when I heard you on the phone with the conversation, you go, you said something about the caps lock key, and I thought it was kind of funny, but you mentioned, well, do you have the number lock key on?
Yeah, because that's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another one that'll get you. And he was like, well, I'm using the numbers on above the letters on the keyboard.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that can't be that.
So it's not the number lock.
Yep.
And then why didn't he think about, maybe I have my caps lock on? And you didn't even know until
until I actually was able to get onto it.
Mhm.
But the nice thing, because I had set him up so it was on the public Wi-Fi, and then I put him on a secure Wi-Fi. But it was just one of those things. And Autumn, like, one of the things that we never want to do with a client is make them feel stupid, because often this is the first and only time they're ever going to see this type of thing. So if you're having a problem, you're dealing with us, we never say that you're stupid. We just say you're uninformed, because none of us, including us, know everything, right?
Exactly.
So it was great. We were able to solve the problem and move along to, What else did we have go on here? I can't even read my handwriting.
Well, the other thing was,
Last night's drama.
yeah,
We
Greg,
had drama.
Greg got an email.
My
last night.
email doesn't work. Everybody's email doesn't work.
Yeah. Greg got an email that said my email doesn't
Yeah,
work.
like at what, 7:00 last night?
It was kind of late.
It was pretty late.
But,
It's 6:00 for them because they're in Colorado.
mhm.
Yep.
But if you if you're a business and you don't domain renewal, that's the term, right?
Yeah, it was a domain renewal. Yeah.
If you don't renew
Yes.
your domain,
The bad things happen because your email stops working. Yep.
and so
So yeah, and while this was a deliberate, we're not going to renew this because there was a little bit of miscommunication as to which domain she was not supposed to renew. But yeah, email between 2 continents and and 2 states, but it worked out just fine. We were able to get her back up and going. She renewed the account. Fortunately, the email records that we had in there were still there, and we haven't heard from them today.
email's working.
Email's working.
We would
Happy
definitely
days.
have heard. Yeah,
Happy. Oh yeah.
there are a lot of businesses out there that
Yep.
can go without email.
This
There
one
are,
cannot.
there are some that
No,
cannot.
no,
Exactly
no.
right.
When you need to take reservations for a room, it just needs to work 24/7, 365. Yep. But yeah, disaster averted. It was good to help her. We're going to take that extra mile. A lot of companies aren't going to give a crap after 5:00. We're still there for our commercial customers. The bottom line is we understand what it is to like to lose money when things aren't working correctly. So yeah,
Yeah. And
it was a win.
it was a win. I was looking at some of the ways, if your domain expires, so there are certain paths that you have to take to.
Oh man, it
To
could have
get it
been.
go
It
through
could have
it.
been very bad. Could have been
Yeah.
very, very bad. Because honestly, you probably don't know this because I had this happen to another client. Is that they let their domain expire and expired for a certain period of time, and some bad guy decided that they were going to snag the domain, and then they charged them $1,000 to renew the domain where it was like a $30 thing if they would have just done it through GoDaddy.
And that was one of the things I
know.
seen. It was like, there's like an expiration, there's
Yep.
a domain redemption where you have all your stuff and you
Yeah.
can get it back. And then there's the auction where this happened, like you
yeah.
said, their domain
You're
just
in big trouble.
sold
Big
and-
trouble.
the guy probably bought it for, $10 more than they were paying. And
Yep, and then it's like turned it around for like $500, $1,000.
be careful about those.
Yep, absolutely. And the thing of it is, it was a learning experience. Everybody learns, right? And it's like, hey, listen, if you're going to make major changes like that, this is a core change in your network. Give us a call prior to doing it. We're here to help you. And it's just kind of like an email thing, and it was a lot of the domains were looked very similar to one another. So I don't fault the person who did it.
Like you said,
Yeah.
crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And then we had a little bit of an issue with like old apps here. Yeah. That didn't have like the download available anymore. It has like written for probably Windows 95.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
You
we got it to work.
You even see the little icon. It's like this little pixelated,
Oh, like terrible. Yeah.
just a legacy app that the guy had been using for years and years for his.
It did everything you wanted it to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no
So I
reason
mean
to
that's
change
that's
it.
cool, but I had to tell him like, hey, there is a limit to what can be done. Next go around, probably this program is not going to work.
Well, even the support vendor said that he's like
They
don't even make it no
for
more.
no.
They don't make it no more. So
But we were able to help them out. So I mean that was kind of exciting. At least we were able to help.
yeah, if you're using legacy apps, let us know in the chat and the experiences that you've had trying to get those reinstalled on a new computer.
And then, hey, I know that you did. This isn't on our list right now, but we did help somebody with something that was really important to them. Was a lot of their pictures, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was extremely important to this client. She's on our residential protection plan, and you were able to help her out. And like, if she's missing pictures, we're going to be able to continue helping her until she finds what she needs.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah, and the big thing for her was, the cloud is kind of this new thing, and a lot of people are kind of vaguely understand it.
It's
And
somebody else's computer. That's all.
it's somebody else's computer. It's hosted on networks and servers that are all across the world, whatever. But, you know, explaining things like, you know, for instance, she was using her iPhone and all her photos in her iPhone was syncing to iCloud. And so I would go with her and it's like, hey, let's just log into iCloud.com and look at your photos on your phone. And she was amazed that she can see the
Yep,
photos
everything all there
that she
just
took
like,
on her
boom.
phone on her computer. And, you know, and that's a big thing. Even these days, like I use the Google stuff. And so my Google photos are synced to my phone. I can go to my computer and look at all the photos that are on my phone and my computer without sacrificing the hard drive space on my computer. And so, you know, just explaining things like that to people that just don't understand or just need a little bit of advice. I mean, even when we had our old hard drive out from the files that we moved from our old computer to our new computer, you know, as she was picking this heavy brick up, you know, this 3.5-inch hard drive. She's
Oh
like,
yeah.
wow,
yeah.
this thing is huge. And I showed her the inside. We actually have a one that had been taken apart and you can see the inside and that big metal magnetic disc that stores all your data. And she was like, wow, that's insane. And
Yep. And what did it cost her? It cost her a big fat goose egg.
nope, she's a,
And she's like a residential protection plan person. And like we got this like marble
oh man, this
thing in
thing.
front of us, you know, and we like it to use it for a couple of reasons. One is we like to remind ourselves of the responsibility that we have to our clients to, you know, serve them the best way that we can. But this is a little bit more than 350 marbles. So, you know, over 350 times people have invested in our residential protection plan. They get their money's worth, every one of them. Whether they call us or not with a problem, they're still getting, you know, the backup. They're getting full antivirus support, remote support. You know, they just get a plethora of stuff that patches, and then we monitor their stuff to make sure that it's all working correctly. So everybody gets their money's worth on that. So I was pretty happy, like, because this lady with the pictures was telling us, like, on the way out the door, oh, I think I got to renew next month. And she was happy about it, you know, because honestly, like, we have served her well. We're going to serve all of you well. If you're a home user and you want to make sure that you're safe, secure, and backed up, the residential protection plan is exactly what we designed for you. So yeah,
Busy
been a
week.
great week.
Been a great week.
Great busy week, and it's time for a message from our sponsor, which is us. But hey, have you heard about Security on a Shoestring? It's the right size protection for many small businesses that don't have a lot of budget but want the basics. So what does it include? You get security with next generation antivirus, cloud-based firewall, a complete set and forget daily backup. Imagine having your own pit crew that monitors your computer's health. You'll have the latest patches and updates. We also perform routine maintenance on your PC automatically. You'll get access to us from 8 to 5 Central Time on a pay-as-you-go basis. Is Security on Shoestring affordable? Security on Shoestring was designed to fit any budget. You pay only for what you use, nothing more. Join hundreds of other customers who trust Honor-Bound IT. Find out if Security on a Shoestring is a good fit for you. Call 877-814-6860. Again, 877-814-6860. Time for meme of the week. You know, we like these funny memes. And again, my brother-in-law Terry sent us a meme.
Rodney's going down. It says.
Roddy's going down, yeah, in the bubblegum machine.
Yeah, I don't know which one of those is Rodney, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
feel bad for him.
Poor Rodney. Cat's got to eat though, right?
A cat's got to eat. That's
That's
exactly right. I've seen those cat feeders that they put their paw on.
Oh yeah.
And like the treat pops out.
And like, you know, but it'd be more fun if it like popped down. There was a mouse, and they get to chase it around. You know?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how.
not so much fun for the mouse, but you know.
Yeah. Well, that was a great meme of the week, and you know, it's a cat. And
Yeah. And then this is our
forgot I had
our cat.
I'll often do that.
Gotta have our cat pick of the week because that's mostly what the
Yeah.
for,
Did that
right?
come from Amazon?
No, it did
Oh.
not come from Amazon. Actually, Papa got some new shoes.
Some new Skechers there.
New Skechers. And Keith, you can finally convince me to have shoes with like no laces.
Oh yeah.
And Papa gets some new shoes. Kitty gets a new box. So yeah, they've all been. We have like 7 cats. They've all been sharing that box.
Oh, they've been taking turns.
Oh yeah, and they boot each other out of it all the time. Sometimes they're in the lid, sometimes they're in the bottom.
Oh,
Depends
geez.
on what the mood is. Sometimes they hiss at each other, get the hell out of the box, and let me in. But yeah,
You know,
that is our kitty of the week, and we really, really appreciate that you joined us. And be sure to visit us next week, whether in store or online at honorboundit.com or join us on our live stream. Love to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey! Did you just hear that?